Emily, in one of your videos, I think you've said that raising money for the movie is the easy part.
No, that's not what I said.
It's getting people to see the film, that's the hard part.
People think raising money is the hardest part. It's not. Getting anyone to see your film when it's finished is way harder.
Okay. Well, we've spoken to filmmakers who spent 3 years, 5 years, 10 years or more raising money for their films. How can distribution be harder than that?
Well, okay. So that's a loaded question, right? Because if you're going through traditional financing methods, those are incredibly dependent upon cast and director and the lead investor, and then somebody gets burned and they pull out and all that stuff. At the $3 to $5 million level, which is still something that crowdfunding doesn't regularly achieve, it's hard for a separate set of reasons than, like that part of financing is hard for sort of a separate set of reasons. The reason distribution is harder is that the powers that be that will reach down and sort of offer you distribution only do it to 0.04% of the films that are made every year, right? So you have to do it yourself. And for the most part, we have not been given good information. We don't have great data out there to help us build smart business models. We're still learning about all the tools that are available to us. There's a tremendous amount of misinformation. There's a lot of bad actors out there that will tell you that if you pay them $10,000, they can help you get the distribution deal that will really help you. There are myriad difficulties built inside of distribution, but ultimately, getting enough people to watch your movie is tremendously difficult, and it takes a lot of time and resources, particularly if you think you should be making $5 million films. That's a lot of people buying movie tickets to pay that money back, right? And because audience is built one person at a time.
So I understand that SEED&SPARK is coming up on 2 years.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Yesterday.
And I know you're having and I know you're having a big party for that and fairly soon. Have any of the projects on So made more money on the distribution side than they have on the crowdfunding side?
We don't know yet. So the interesting thing, one of the reasons why we're in such a tumultuous period is it takes a long time to take a movie from beginning all the way to the end. So the films that crowdfunded, the very first films that crowdfunded with us, many of them are only just entering the festival circuit kind of now, because we have these sort of festival seasons.
Sure.
And very few of them have come onto the streaming platform yet. And the other thing is, like, I don't think they're going to make all their money back on our streaming platform, which is why we're building distribution. In 2015, we'll be distributing out as well, because I think our job as the platform is to give filmmakers a chance to, with a successful crowdfunding campaign, guarantee themselves some meaningful distribution beyond a single platform. What we know is that when films are on multiple, particularly digital platforms, when they're on multiple digital platforms, they do better on all platforms, right? So being on a single platform is not a good plan, and we don't constrain them that way at all. It's totally non-exclusive. I'm hoping that in 2015 we will finally get to see the sort of full circuit model play out. But many of our films were waiting to go to festivals, and in the meantime, we're trying to build into our process the meaningful distribution deals that by the time they do come to us, they'll go on our platform, they'll go out to various other platforms and opportunities, and really be able to make money. I will say this, our original idea was extraordinarily idealistic. They'll just crowdfund, and then they'll stream, and they'll make all their money back. It was never going to be that simple, right? And this is why we've explored these other opportunities for distribution. Because you have to meet your audience where they want to be. We can't, I think it's silly to kind of try to force their hand in a new direction right now, as audiences are feeling this terrible kind of onslaught of platforms and devices and all of these things. And the good thing about having waited is now you have a Chromecast or an Amazon Fire Stick, and anything that's on your laptop is on your TV. It's sort of amazing, but just in a couple of years, whereas we maybe should have built for you know, Roku and Apple and all these things. They just built a stick you plug into your computer. You can stream anything that you're streaming right onto your television, you know. So the nice thing is the technology is making it easier for all of us to be on all devices, and we should try to be on all devices, because some of your audience is going to consume it on their mobile phone. Get over it. Some of your audience is going to want to consume it on their TV, and that's great. And a lot of your audience is going to be streaming it curled up in their bed on their laptops, which maybe means you don't have to shoot on 6K RAW all the time. I'm just saying. But anyway.